select your image. With your Rectangular Marquee tool, we're going to create a rectangular marquee. And from the Select menu, go to Transform Selection. Then rotate this selection slightly. Double-click inside or press Return to set the transition. Then you go to the Layer menu, select New Layer via Copy. You have a new layer in your Layers panel. It is selected. From there, you go to the FX menu at the bottom of the panel, and you want to add a stroke. You go all the way down to the bottom of this panel so that you can add a stroke. It'll bring up the stroke a layer style dialog box, and the stroke option will be selected. I'm going to change the size of my stroke to, it would actually, depending on the resolution of your screen, but since this is a high resolution, I'm going to change it to about 57. I'm going to change the position of the stroke to inside, and I'm going to change the color of the stroke. When I click on this color swatch, it'll bring up the select stroke color dialog box, but I want to go outside. Bring my cursor outside to the image, and anytime I select a color, it will then change that color to change the stroke to that color. So I'm going to choose that one, then choose OK. And before I leave out of here, I'm going to click on the drop shadow name. That will select it so that it will then bring up the drop shadow parameters so that I can change. And again, I'm going to come outside to my image, hold my mouse button down, and drag my drop shadow down. I'm going to change the opacity, step it down a little bit so that it's not so harsh, and then choose OK. Click on the background layer, then go to the Adjustments panel. From the Adjustments panel, I'm going to click Hue and Saturation so that it will then create a Hue and Saturation adjustment layer above the background layer. The adjustments that I'm going to make over in the Adjustments panel here to my left, to my right, I'm going to step down the saturation, and I'm also going to bump up the brightness. And let's step that down a little more. And if I also change the hue, it will change the hue of that background. So let's lighten that a little more. And you can pretty it up however you want. Let's darken that just a little bit. Get a little bit. There you go. A little bit of a look. And that is how you can almost create a photo within a photo. Now the additional step, if you want to, you can select your Move tool, and because this is a separate layer, you can actually click on this layer in the Layers panel and then move this around so it doesn't actually have to stay in that position. So if you want it there, you can leave it there. So let me move this out of the way, and you can see what you have. So that is how you can create a snapshot of your image within the image.